Okay. I'd like to call to order the Tuesday, September 8th, 2020 meeting of the Bloomington Commission on Sustainability. We'll start with a roll call. Anna Abernathy,
Here.
Jared Alexander,
Here.
Corbin Baird,
Here.
Bronson Bass, Teresa Chakraborty,
Here.
Samantha Kinter,
Here.
Nolan Hinden, I see he's there. Ethan Horvath,
Here.
Jonna McGee,
Here.
Andrew Predmore, Dave Rollo, Najla Ratsong, Pam Weaver. Okay, moving to approval of the agenda. I hope everyone got the agenda that I sent out probably Monday or Sunday. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Move to approve. Seconded.
Okay, agenda is approved. We do not have minutes from the last meeting, so we'll go ahead and move past that. Is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak?
Yeah, I would like to take the opportunity if possible. My name is Joseph Winia. I'm sorry I don't have video at the moment because of the limitations of my hardware, but I just wanted to take a moment to introduce myself. I am new to the city of Bloomington and to the state of Indiana, and I am going to be very actively involved in the sustainability community. So I'm just excited to participate and to see how the commission is functioning and to potentially become involved in the future.
Great, thank you.
Indeed. Thank you.
Was there anyone else from the public who would like to speak? All righty. Move on to the next subject, report from the chair. First, I'd like to, Teresa, this is your first meeting. I don't know if you'd like to introduce yourself and maybe give some background information, anything you'd like to share with the rest of the commission?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Trista. I'm so sorry. I don't know why my camera isn't working, but I'm really excited to be here. I understand that I originally joined the commission a couple months ago, and for some reason, I just haven't gotten the emails for the meetings. So I figured because of COVID and everything, maybe the meetings were sort of put on a pause. But luckily, Joe reached out to me and I was able to get back to him, and now I'm here. But I'm a student at IU. I'm entering my senior year, and I'm just excited to be way more involved. I did watch the past maybe 4 to 5 the commission videos on cats, and so I saw like the working groups and everything, so it'd be great to be able to join and like be able to participate in full capacity finally. So thank you.
Thank you. And that kind of goes more into my report from chair. I kind of want to cover some basics. First of all, is everyone receiving my emails? Cool, because yeah, not only Teresa, but another member reached out and said that they were also not getting the emails that I was sending to them. And then to go along with that, does everyone also have access to the commission's Google Drive?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think, this is Nolan, I don't think I have access to that.
Okay, we can work to get you access to that, Nolan.
Thanks.
In that in the Google Drive there is a roster of sorts of commissioners, and so it would be great if people were to go and find that roster and then maybe update the information with the most recent or maybe a preferred email address that you would like correspondence to be sent back and forth. And also, I've added the 3 working group in there as columns so that you can kind of indicate which working groups that you're a member of. That way, when going forward, those working group correspondence can be more focused towards the members of those working groups. And that is generally all that I have from the chair. So if there aren't any questions or concerns about that, we'll just go ahead and move on to Lauren for the report from ESD.
Hi everyone, Lauren Travis, Assistant Director of Sustainability. I'm going to focus my report on 3 main areas tonight, just because those are all things that are happening that I think are relevant to the Commission. So the first one is there's a appropriations package in front of Council right now. It's being branded as Recover Forward. This is money that was not spent last fiscal year, and it goes in front of Council to figure out if it's a request that's above a certain dollar amount, then as the legislative body and sort of fiscal agent, then Council makes a recommendation about whether the funds should be reappropriated. So it's in a couple of different pieces. The part that's relevant, I think, to this Commission is that there's some energy efficiency funding that's in there that would provide grants and loans to predominantly lower income folks to do efficiency improvements, weatherization, appliance replacement, etc. And then also some funding, and this is also on the Council website if you're interested, or bloomington.in.gov/recoverforward. There's a couple of videos that Mayor Hamilton has made, and Council has considered the legislation, and we'll also consider it next Wednesday. But also, in addition to the energy efficiency improvements, there's some funding for bus stop improvements, so improving some accessibility on some spots that don't have sidewalk between the bus stop and the sidewalk, like curb ramps, etc. So if you're disabled, it's easier for you to access transit. And then a third area is our local food coordinator, Rachel, who's on a grant, made a recommendation about creating it's called a farm stop, but essentially it would be a storefront for farmers to be able to sell food all week, not just the farmer's market, and it would be farmer run. So all 3 of those aspects are in there. If you want to learn more about it as well, in order to provide, public comment at one of these meetings, then I will be streaming live on Facebook tomorrow at 1 p.m. along with Mayor Hamilton and some other department heads to speak to the proposal. That will be recorded. I know it's in the middle of the day, so for those of you that are working, it's not convenient. But that's just something that maybe the policy group would want to check out. And you could either speak yourself as a commissioner or write a letter of support or feedback about any of the aspects of the proposal from the perspective of the Commission. And then the second main area I wanted to speak to, it's August, so the city's in the middle of sort of budgeting for 2021. And the budget hearings will be next week. So for our department, Economic and Sustainable Development, I think we're on the 3rd night, but there's 4 nights of hearings. So if there's a particular area that you want to see how the budget will be allocated this year, it's a little bit perhaps different than in prior years because of, concern, a little bit of concern about, an economic downturn and how that will affect revenues long term. But I think that there's a lot of exciting proposals in there as well for new programs or initiatives or increasing funding in certain areas. And then third, I would say just I am presenting in front of City Council on September 2nd about the vulnerability assessment for climate. We sort of did a preview of that last month, and I will be giving a similar presentation to the Environmental Commission. But if that's of interest to you, that's on September 2nd as well. So that's mainly what's happening. We are trying to plan for the next 18 months at this point, and there's a lot of new initiatives coming forward. And I think especially if you're on that policy subcommittee, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. But we're in obviously a very unique environment. Everyone's still working virtually, but still trying to make sure that we have enough public involvement in these proposals to have, sufficient feedback. So does anyone have any questions about any of that? I'll put the website as well in the chat in case you want to go check out that Recover Forward page as well. It's a little bit difficult, I think, to find out about what's going on when we aren't having in-person meetings.
Okay, thank you, Lauren. Next agenda item is working group updates. So starting with the waste reduction working group, the update I have is that Anna was graciously volunteered to be the chair of that working group. So moving forward, most correspondence from that working group will be coming from Anna.
That's right. And I would just add, if that's all right, Joe, that I will be getting in touch with the committee to try to convene a meeting within the next couple of weeks. So if anyone would like to be added to that committee, please let me know or Joe, and I can be sure to add you on our email list.
Thank you. Is there anyone that can speak to the Sustainable Business Working Group?
I don't see Najla. I think that she had indicated last time that that was something that she was at least participating in. Was there anyone else from that group?
I think Bronson might have been participating in that as well. I just don't think we have any in attendance tonight that can speak to that working group. And has there and any updates from the policies working group? All righty. So that kind of brings us down pretty much to the last bullet, which would be any new business. Or so I guess at this point, I'll open up the floor to the rest of the commissioners if they have anything they'd like to discuss with the rest of the committee. Okay, well, short and sweet meeting, everyone. Our next meeting will be held, or the next meeting as a whole will be on Tuesday, September 8th from 6 to 7:30, probably virtual again. So can I get a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, thank you, everybody.